Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. The Astros will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Daniel Mengden gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here's the first pitch to him. And underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
The 1-1. Is in there for the second strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
The 1-2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Spoils another one, and this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And now the A's will have to deal with a threat to run from the get-go.
I mean, you couldn't ask any more out of a leadoff hitter. You have 2 jobs: to get on base and to work the pitcher as much as you could. And he executed both those to a T.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. The 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit it nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not to say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Now the 3-0 offering. That misses. So a single and a walk. And it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So digging in now, Michael Lee. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Can't find his own there, and it's 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Coming to the plate now, number 3. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fouled away. Altuve on third, Reddick on second, Lee on at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. He had 20 ribbies last month. That's RBIs. That's ribeye steaks. However you want to put it, he drove in 20 men. When you're doing that over the course of a month, that's some pretty consistent hitting.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, James Harden. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, 2 away.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Stepping in now, David Lee, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. And there's ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Piscotty on his horse, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And it's fouled away. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. It's on to the bottom of the 1st. No score on the show. Garrett Cole gets the start for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at one of the game's top strikeout pitchers. He's averaging over 11 strikeouts per 9 innings so far on the season. We'll know if he's on early by seeing a lot of swings and misses.
Now to the plate, Jed Lowry. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st.
Second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Here's the pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now. Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Come in.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch popped him up. Gonzalez over to his left. 1 out. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matty, how about Stephen Piscotty? He's doing some really special things at home. He's hitting over 350 in games at home, so he's a guy you'd want to watch. Pretty good odds he'll have another big game here.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Striding in for Oakland, Chris Davis. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Lowry stands at second with two gone. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two balls and 2 strikes. The count to Chris Davis.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Fastball down near the shoe tops. Hard hit ball to short, and that's through into left field for a base hit. Long throw to the plate, and the run will score as the A's get off to a 1-0 lead.
Hey, this team's been in a pretty bad funk, D-Roll. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game, so to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Yeah, and hopefully the pitcher's able to breathe a sigh of relief, Dan, like you say all the time. Give me some early runs and let me relax and attack the zone.
I've always said, D-Roll, you score me 6 runs, I'm going to win a lot of games.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Harden giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Here's Carlos Correa now. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
The Astros had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
When you're playing as well as this team is right now, they've got them right where they want them. They're only down 1 early in this one, and when you've won a couple of games in a row already, you have that feeling you can certainly come back and win this one.
The 3-1 pitch. This is line to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Stepping into the box, George Springer, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there. The 0-1 delivery. Line drive to left. Davis is there, and he has it for the out. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
So stepping in, Marwin Gonzalez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Gonzalez is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball club.
Here's a fastball that he shoots on into left center, and that'll fall for a base hit. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's 1-1.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Back to the top of the order now, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued 0-0.
Into the box, Josh Reddick. A ball and no strikes. Runners are at first and third, one away. Now a throw over, a dive, but he's back. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
With two strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
popped up. Chapman is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Lee.
Into the box now, Michael Lee. He drew a walk his first time up. Looking to minimize the damage here. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
And there's ball 2 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Three-two pitch, and he fouls this one off. High in the air out to center field. Pinder has a play, and that retires the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, all tied at 1-1. Now at the plate, Matt Joyce. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Designated hitter, Matt Joyce.
First pitch on its way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Missed with a breaking ball. Cole, or the Cole train as he's frequently called. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Shin-high fastball that time, ball 3. Mark Hanna will be next. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Into the box now, Mark Hanna. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit high. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Time for a look at the Astros on D. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if a ball's going near there too. Do not test this guy's arm.
Ready now, Chad Pinder, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Missed with a slider. Pinder, originally from the state of Virginia. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 9th, 3rd baseman, Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Joyce is off of first with 2 away. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. The A's strand 1. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. Stepping into the box, number 3. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 3.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a curveball that time that broke too low. To short, hit hard. Scooped up on the backhand. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
You know, D-Roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there. Hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had a knock. You can't get caught up in it. You have to trust the process. Keep doing what got you to this point. Staying focused, not trying to do too much, staying within your plan and studying the opposing pitcher.
And he'll get back in standing. Standing in now, James Harden, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Stepping in now, David Lee, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. There's Scotty, looks up. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year. And with it, the Astros have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Now batting.
In now, Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa.
As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Correa, sometimes called Show-Rea, he was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Still only 1 out in the inning. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Here's George Springer. as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
The 1-1 home. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
2 out, nobody on. Here's another 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try again. 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Astros plate 2 on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 3-1 Houston. Here's Jed Lowry now.
Leading off for the Athletics.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A cold strike on the inside corner. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Gone! It's a solo shot for Jed Lowry. 4th home run for him on the season. And the A's have made this a 3-2 ball game now.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. The windup and the 0-1.
That's a ball.
And he lays off for ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-World. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers' meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Striding into the box, Jonathan Lucroy. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's set, and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Piscotty at second. Davis is over at first with 1 away. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Joyce. He looks to do some early damage with the bases loaded. Both the tying and go-ahead runs aboard. First offering on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And that lead disappears with it, as this is now a 3-3 ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Ready for another chance? Mark Hanna 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Full sets. Here's the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Next up for the Astros, Marwin Gonzalez, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Marwin Gonzalez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's lifted the other way out to left. Davis is after it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jose Altuve. He singled his last time up. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. Three runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball that just misses inside.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
And he looks at a curveball that falls in, 1-1. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Two pitch is fouled away. So a full count now.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Another full count offering on its way. Hit in the air to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Through 3.5, we're all even at 3 apiece. And that brings up Chad Pinder. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Center fielder, Chad Pinder.
And now a pitch on the way. And that's taken for strike 1. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
The count now at 2 and 2. Here now the 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Hit hard to short. Correa ranges to his left. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Settling in now, Jed Lowry. He went deep last time up. First pitch on its way. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. The 1-2. Gets him looking. Strike three. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. 4 innings in the books, tied 3-3. Digging in now, Michael Lee. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Michael Lee.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is foul right side. Popped him up. Kenna moving to his left. One down.
Now batting, number 3.
Striding in for Houston, number 3. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Curveball that catches the inside corner. Looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw now in the Oakland pen. One out, nobody on.
Ball, that's
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Lowry's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, James Harden.
Digging in once again, James Harden. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. This ball will be chopped foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is hit softly to third, but little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, tied at 3. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first at bat in the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The 1-2 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Stephen Piscotty is on deck. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, one away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box now, Stephen Piscotty. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Chris Davis is on deck. Hit on the ground to third. And there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive, base hit. A 2-out hit, one that'll bring up Jonathan Lucroy to bat this inning. So a line drive single to left makes it 2 hits for him now this afternoon at the plate. And that's a good time to check out our A's leaderboard, and it shows that he currently ranks 3rd on the squad in that department. Now in the box, Jonathan Lucroy. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. And Lucroy behind a ball and 2 strikes. Full sets. Here it is. This one's down to third. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Wow, I'm not sure how, but it looks like he didn't even touch this thing. Might have been thinking about throwing the ball before he actually caught it. The game moves fast, but you have to do one thing at a time.
Here's Matt Joyce now. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. He'll check in here at 256. Still without a home run and 11 RBIs. Two and 0 the count to the A's left fielder.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard but foul. Davis over at second. Lucroy on at first with two down. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. A's strand a couple. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. Ready to take his hacks again, David Lee, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Pulls the string on that one strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit sharply toward the right side. Piscotty is there. 2 down.
Center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Here's George Springer, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Chapman has room in foul territory, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. On to the bottom of inning number 6, tied 3 apiece. So now it's Mark Canha, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
First baseman, Mark Canha.
First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. 1-1. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Lance McCullers takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Lance McCullers.
Stepping in now, Chad Pinder, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. From the belt, the pitch. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2-0 count. The pitch taken high and deep to right. Lee looks up. Gone. Two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's now 5-3.
Well, he was over in the series before that blast, so that's just about as welcome a sight as he could hope for. He got a pitch to his liking and took out a lot of frustration with that swing.
In now, Matt Chapman.
Third baseman.
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. No outs, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2. There's a fastball that misses.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Down the third baseline. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Jed Lowry will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one.
Oh, wow. That's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow. Not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Chapman on at first. Nobody out. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the high. See you later. Over the wall. A home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center, his second of the game, as it is now 7-3. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, Debo, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Yanked on the ground down the line. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
The batter, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He was a ground out victim last time up. Has a look, now the pitch. He drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
A 1 pitch on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
The count is 1-2.
Four runs here in this half inning. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. The 1-2, and this one gets away. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Three balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Three-two pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, what a battle there, Dero. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. One-0 count. Here it is. Nobody out. Runner on first. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Lucroy. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Seven runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Grounded down the third baseline. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Now batting, designated hitter, Matt Joyce.
Here's Matt Joyce now. Past meetings against Lance McCullers. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Joyce is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Bases are empty. One man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
So now it's Mark Hanna, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. The 1-2 fouled off. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. And a full count for Canada now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
He just sports that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
And that brings up Chad Pinder as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. From the belt, the pitch, and strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. Another good inning for the A's. Maybe the best fans in baseball right there, and they're loving it at the 5 and dime. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Yusmeiro Petit is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 36, Yusmeiro Petit.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Petit is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jose Altuve. He's 2 for 3 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher is giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second and he didn't even have to steal.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Altuve leads off second with one gone in the inning. Popped him up. And there's the second out as he squeezes it in the coach's box.
Up next for the Astros, right fielder, Michael Lee.
Now batting, Michael Lee, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. Brad Peacock enters now in a mouth-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Brad Peacock.
Digging in to try it again, Matt Chapman. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Third baseman, Chapman.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And that one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Jed Lowry waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Jed Lowry now. 0-1 the count. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And that one got a piece of him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Standing in, Marcus Semien. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's just 2 for 9. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Here he comes again. 1-2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Into the box, Stephen Piscotty, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and Altuve will put the squeeze on this one, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Blake Trinan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 39, Blake Trinan.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, number 3. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and a strike to count. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. A solo shot here to left, number 21 for him on the season, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Up top, it's 2-0. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Solo shot to right center. Number 14 on the season. As they try to claw back, it's a 5-run deficit. Standing in now, David Lee, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now that ball is hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Throw over to the bag, just keeping him close. Lee gets his lead at first, nobody out. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
A pause and the 0-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Here's George Springer, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A ball and a strike. ground ball sent back up the middle. Lowry. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the A's 10 and the Astros 5. Striding in, Chris Davis. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
From the stretch.
Nope, that's a ball.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The Astros came into this one riding pretty high, presented with the opportunity to sweep the series. However, it has clearly not gone the way they'd hoped.
One of the things you have to do is play 27 outs and not give any at-bats away. They're down by several runs here. It doesn't look good, but they still have a chance. And when you have a chance, you have hope.
Lee on the move. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
A look at our line scored thus far. Already 7 home runs between these 2 clubs combined, and the ball's really been jumping out of here throughout the contest. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball. One-0 count. Here it is. And it's fouled away. One out, nobody on. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swinging a soft liner towards first. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, that's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Into the box now, Matt Joyce. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's just 2 for 12. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
In now, Mark Hanna. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 1-0 delivery. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Outside and low. 3-0. In there, 3-1.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. The A's strand 1. They still lead it though, 10-5. Santiago Casilla comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Santiago Garcia.
So striding forward now, Marwin Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Semien ranging into the outfield. He's got it 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Lifetime numbers against Casilla. He's a .375 hitter. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Ready. Here's the 1-0. A fastball that just misses inside.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay out that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Set. Here's the 3-1. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike. One out, nobody on. Hard on the ground toward short. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now.
The batter, the designated hitter, Josh Reddick.
Ryan Butcher gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Ryan Butcher.
stepping in is Josh Reddick, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. He's set, and the pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch is taken, strike one.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. The 3-1. And he misses ball four. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Stepping in, Michael Lee, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1. Number 3 would be next. Reddick, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now batting, number 3.
Digging in, number 3. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a breaking ball stays outside. Hot shot to third. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, the discussion around this game is real easy. It goes back to that big 6th inning when they put everything together. They really broke out there and just brought it home after that.
This one ends with a 10-5 score. Oakland put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Daniel Mengden earns win number 4 on the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Athletics. 10 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Astros, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. A reminder that extra parts train service is available on the Fremont Daly City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the ramp directly outside the stadium beyond the left field wall. AC Transit will also be available.